Yes. Clancy joining us live in person in the studio now for a little bit more analysis, because this is going to be such a hot election. I know you probably can't wait.
I can't wait. Well, it's already upon us. And by the way, I love it when the anchors are fighting over me.
I mean,
it's great. But,
we love it too.
So here it is. We got 14 candidates as of the last count. Now, if there's a line at 4:30 when qualifying closes, just like when there's a line at on election night when polls close at 8 o'clock, if you're in line at 4:30, you get to qualify. So I'm going to qualify what I'm about to say with knowledge that it's possible there was a line and 1 or 2 people qualified, but we had 14 candidates as of around 4:15 qualifying for mayor, and that may have held up. And of course, the ones that we know about and expected to qualify: Helena Moreno, the consistent front runner; Oliver Thomas from District E City Council, forgoing to run for re-election, which he could, and running instead for mayor; State Senator Royce Duplessis, and former criminal court judge Arthur Hunter, and 10 others. The other crowded field is in City Council District E, where 11 candidates, as of shortly before 4:30, had qualified. It's possible that field grew, and as we saw last night, they include former councilman, former state senator John Johnson, who's going to be the subject of some controversy, and that controversy could add some sparks to the mayor's race.
Absolutely. I was going to say, does that make a difference for Oliver Thomas? Of course, John Johnson is a convicted felon for corruption charges in his district. David Hammer did a really extensive piece on that last night. Is that bad for Oliver Thomas?
I think it does, because it's just going to make more people talk about the impact of possibly electing someone with a felony conviction, and what kind of publicity that would be for the city of New Orleans. It would not be good. And that's going to, until Johnson appeared on the scene to run, or reappeared on the scene to run in this race, Oliver would have had to just explain this, but now it enlarges the specter of that. But, campaigns are all about how candidates handle the unexpected, which is why we run campaigns, because guess what? When you're mayor, you have to be prepared to handle the unexpected. And you're looking at David Hammer right now. We're doing John Johnson for yesterday's story.
Absolutely.
Now, in other races, we have a small handful of people, incumbents, who have no opposition and are therefore already reelected. For example, the coroner, Dwight McKenna, who does have a conviction in his past, but not public corruption. It was private income tax long ago, did his time, came out, got elected to the school board.
But he does have some controversy. I mean, there's been some
controversy recently, yes. But there's apparently enough confidence in him and the job that he's doing that he had no opposition. The clerk of Civil District Court, Chelsea Napoleon, as of the last count, again, all of these, what I'm saying is qualified by the fact that it's possible someone qualified very recently, and it hasn't made the Secretary of State's website yet, but until just a few minutes before qualifying, Chelsea Napoleon, the clerk of Civil District Court, Dwight McKenna, the coroner, and City Council member, District Council member Leslie Harris from District B. And I can't remember the last time someone in District B was reelected without opposition.
That is surprising.
She's very popular. And it's not surprising to me that she had no opposition, but you can always have somebody run against anybody.
What about that race to fill the other at-large seat that Helena Moreno is leaving?
Okay, that one I'm looking at right now on the website. I'm going to hit the refresh button here to see if there's a late thing I got now. It's going to make me go back and look for Orleans Parish again. Just give me a second or two. Okay, I'm going down the district.
Alicia Boyd is one of those who was running.
This would be, I'm looking at Mayor, Division 1. That's still only 3. And that's a vacant seat, a citywide seat, the one being given up by Helena Moreno, who's running for mayor. And by the way, there are 3 seats on the city council with no incumbents. One is this one, where Helena Moreno is giving up her at-large Division 2 seat, Division 1 seat to run for mayor, and Delisha Boyd, Matt Hill, and Matthew Willard. Delisha Boyd and Matt Willard are both state representatives from New Orleans. And Matthew Hill, both of them are Democrats. Matthew Hill is a Hispanic Republican male. Haven't had a Republican elected citywide in several decades, and that last person was a judge on the Court of Appeal, not a very high profile, important but not whole profile race. We have 5 candidates in District A, only 1 in B, the incumbent reelected, as I mentioned, Leslie Harris, 4 in District C, and 4 in District D, and
And on that note, Clancy, we have to wrap it up.
Yeah,
However,
11 in E. So
In E.
it's a busy, crowded ballot, as we expected.
Well, I can't wait to talk to you about this from now all the way
We'll
through
have lots
October.
to talk about.
Absolutely. Okay. Thanks so much, Clancy.